The last couple of days, you were using log properties to expand and condense expressions. Now we're going to use those same properties to be able to solve another type of logarithm equation. You can see here in number 1 in the examples in your guided notes that we have a logarithm minus a logarithm. That means that we have to use that property that separated a logarithm into two with subtraction. If you remember back to the last couple days, the property that separated them with subtraction was a division. You use division of x squared and 4 to write it into 1 log base 3. That turns this equation into the log base 3 of the quotient x squared over 4 is equal to 2. Now, what we've also done from last week is know that if you have one logarithm in an equation, you loop it up. You start with the base, 3 raised to the second power equals the inside here. My equation gets rid of the logarithm and becomes 3 squared equals x squared over 4. Now 3 squared is 9. 9 is equal to x squared divided by 4. I want you to multiply both sides of the equation by 4 to get rid of that divide by 4. So 36 is equal to x squared, and then square root both sides, and you get x is equal to plus or minus 6. And you have two answers then in your logarithm. On the second one, we're going to use log properties again, and I know that because I have a logarithm plus another logarithm. And to add two logarithms means I put what's inside together with multiplication. With multiplication, then, that turns into the log base 7 of 9 times x, or 9x, is equal to the log base 7 of 23. Also, what you learned last week is if you have one log equal to one log, then we can cross them out. They just eliminate. And I get a new equation of 9x equals 23. And how do you solve that? You divide both sides by 9, and we get x is 2.56. Now it says 10 thousandths, and so you'd say 2.5556, but that's fine at the hundredths also. And in our third one, like the first, we have a logarithm minus a logarithm, and we know that these divide then to put them together into one logarithm. My equation becomes log base 3 of the quotient x plus 2 divided by 10 equals 2. We know from last week that one logarithm, when you have one log equal to just a number, one log, loop it up. I loop up, start with 3 raised to the second equals the inside. My new equation is 3 squared equals x plus 2 divided by 10. 3 squared is 9 equals x plus 2 divided by 10. We're going to multiply both sides by 10. I get 90 equals x plus 2, and subtract 2, and x is 88. And you're solved. Those are the basics of using the properties. Hope you understood what was going on.